Today I want to talk about a topic that sits at the heart of every marketing, PR, and thought leadership strategy: visibility. We hear this word all the time: get more visibility, be seen, show up consistently, but very rarely do we stop and define what visibility actually is, or the different ways it shows up in our businesses. Because here's the truth: not all visibility is created equal. A paid ad is visibility, a LinkedIn post is visibility, a mention in a high authority publication is visibility, but each of those carries a completely different weight, carries a different impact, and plays a very different role in how people, and now AI systems, understand and categorize your expertise. So in this video, I'm going to break down the 4 layers of what I call the visibility hierarchy and cover the positive value each one delivers, as well as the potential downsides you'll want to be aware of. You'll see the visibility graphic on screen as I walk through each layer. So let's get started at the base of the hierarchy: awareness visibility. This is the most basic form of visibility because it's simply the moment when someone becomes aware that you exist. Paid ads, boosted posts, widespread social impressions, brand mentions, these all fall into the awareness bucket. Awareness is valuable because it introduces you to the market. It helps you get on someone's radar. But on its own, awareness doesn't create trust, credibility, or authority. It's the lightest form of visibility, and it tends to be short-lived. People see you, and then the moment passes. The upside is that awareness gets the ball rolling. The downside is that awareness alone doesn't influence buying decisions, doesn't build expertise, and doesn't shape how AI systems interpret your brand. It's a necessary starting point, but it's only the start. The next layer up is engagement visibility. This is when people don't just see you, they interact with you. Likes, comments, shares, profile visits, reposts, clicks on your website, that kind of thing. When people take an action in response to something you've published, that's engagement. Engagement matters because it signals relevance. It tells platforms like LinkedIn and YouTube that your content is resonating, and it helps people feel connected to your perspective or your message. But engagement still has limits. Engagement visibility doesn't automatically translate to trust or authority. A viral post doesn't mean someone sees you as an expert. And strong opinion pieces online don't guarantee that your insights will be recognized by journalists, industry peers, or by AI systems that decide whether your content is credible enough to surface in an answer. Engagement is a step up from awareness, but it's still not the type of visibility that compounds over time. The third layer is credibility visibility. This is where things start to shift from being seen to being validated. Credibility visibility happens when someone else, not you, elevates your expertise. That might be a journalist quoting you, a high authority site linking to your content, or an influential industry voice resharing something you wrote because they found it valuable. This is the level where you begin to stand out. High authority backlinks, for example, are one of the top 3 ranking factors in Google's algorithm. And because 2/3 of all pages online have 0 backlinks, even a few credible third-party mentions put you ahead of most competitors. The upside here is significant. Credibility visibility carries real weight in search, in PR, and in how your audience perceives you. The only limitation is that credibility visibility often requires being discoverable. You need to be producing thought leadership that is worth citing, and you need a strategy that puts you in the path of journalists, editors, and industry leaders. But the impact is real, and it builds the bridge to the highest level of visibility. And at the top of the hierarchy is authority visibility, the strongest, most influential form of visibility you can build. Authority visibility is when the market sees you as a trusted expert, when AI systems recognize your name or your content and treat it as a credible source, when your thought leadership consistently shapes conversations in your industry. This is the kind of visibility that compounds. It influences buying decisions, it attracts media interest, it strengthens your SEO, and it shapes how AI overviews and large language models summarize your expertise in their answers. But here's the potential downside, and it's important to understand. Authority visibility doesn't happen overnight. It takes time. It takes consistency. It takes a long-term commitment to sharing your expertise, investing in digital PR, earning credibility signals, and building an authoritative footprint across multiple platforms. Authority visibility cannot be created on a short-term basis. It doesn't come from a single project or press release, or a single campaign, or a burst of content. It's the result of a strategic, ongoing visibility engine, and once it's built, it becomes the most valuable marketing asset your brand has. So to wrap up, when we talk about visibility, we're not just talking about being seen. We're talking about how you're seen, where you're seen, and what kind of visibility you're building over time. Awareness is good, engagement is better, credibility is powerful, but authority, that's the level that changes everything. It's also the level that I help clients build through a combination of digital PR, thought leadership strategy, and visibility optimization for search and AI. So if you want to talk about how to build stronger authority visibility in your business, feel free to reach out. I'm always happy to have that conversation. And if you found this video helpful, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video, and check out my Visibility Brief newsletter on LinkedIn for more insights like this. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.